Hello everyone, welcome back to Lubelska Dolina for episode 18 in the Adventures of Feldkorb. Hello everyone, so here we are in the middle of the day on day 5 late autumn, although it's looking a bit wintry. And as you can see from the graphic that's about to pop up on screen, we've been finishing off some contracts off camera there, and we completed and cashed out a lot of them and slept through the night there, and we ended up after all that with just over 67 grand, which is not a bad haul. We do have 2 more contracts to turn in as well. Let's have a quick look at those while we do. Where are we? I'm going to go all the way to the top of the list. There we are. Yeah, we had a sowing contract on field 20 and a baling contract on field 18. So we cash those out as well. And oh dear, we are having issues getting up this hill. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Oh no, we're going backwards. Well, that's a fine start to the day, isn't it? Come on, more power. That is not working. Okay, well that's awkward because we were going to try and take these down to the what do you call it? The BGA. Maybe dropping the front weight down will help. No. Well, that's not going to help either, apparently. Okay, well let's back up down here and maybe go out to the main road and see if that helps. Oh dear. But yeah, so we completed the contract on field 18. Now we're up to 86 grand, so that's handy. But yeah, field 18 baling contract, so we've got a few bales for the biogas plant. And that actually ties in very nicely with where we're going now, which is in fact the biogas plant. If I can actually keep these bales on the front of the tractor, that would be lovely. Okay, yeah, we are having a bit of a problem. But yeah, the snow happened basically overnight. We finished the contract late last night after it had started and left the bales out on the field, pre-wrapped and everything. So yeah, we picked them up in the snow, and yeah, we just got to get the extra ones back to the biogas plant. But yeah, so the whole purpose now is we're looking to the future, to sort of next year now. So obviously with winter coming right around the corner, there's not going to be a lot of actual sort of crop work that we'll be doing. So we've been in touch with the biogas plant about the silage contract, well not silage specifically, but the contract we had with them to provide them this year with 50,000 litres of sort of silage crops, or forage crops I think it was. Oh, I'm just going to run. Oh, ghost person going straight through the the trailer there. But yeah, so basically what's happening is, looking to the future now, next year, we are going to be turning into a green farm. So we're going to be going fully organic, which means for us we are not going to be using any more sort of man-made liquid fertiliser or the fertiliser pellets, anything like that. We are going to be using digestate. So, and other means of fertilisation too, like rollers and the sort of cultivator type things that what do they do? They like turn the stubble in and give you a bit of fertilisation from that, and then obviously digestate and everything. And since we've done so well with yeah, we sort of basically blew the contract out of the water, as it were. I forget offhand how much sort of it was basically silage that we put through the biogas plant. We did an awful lot this year. They basically have left us with, they've given us a little present basically to help us along with this sort of project to turn green. So let's unload these into this little place back here. Yeah, so what they've done is they've given us, been kind enough to locate us a used but good condition Gomer front tank. For it's basically like a slurry tank with a little bit extra, like a like the seed tanks basically that you get that go on the front of tractors when you're seeding. It's like that, but for silage, not silage, digestate. It has like a 3,000 litre capacity, and you just pop it on the front of whatever you're doing, and it hooks up nicely with a pipe. There we go, smashing. And that is actually over here. So we'll just park up here and run over quick and have a look. And as you can see there, it looks like Barry from Felcorp has come over. They finally got the main tank for our truck delivered. So we've got a sort of transport tanker set up here. There's Barry in there. Hello Barry. Having just a bit of a break there, I think. So yeah, this is the Gomer front tank that the biogas plant have basically they're giving us for sort of exemplary service, I suppose you could say. It just hooks onto the front of anything with a 3-point link. So yeah, so what we're doing with them is we're now sort of increasing the contract to let's see, what was it? We're going up to 200,000 litres of forage products we're going to deliver, and that's our contract. Like for next year, basically, we have to deliver 200,000 litres of forage product to them for the sort of continued use of the facility, as it were, which is fine. That shouldn't be a problem. So what we're looking at doing is potentially buying up a couple of these grass fields around here. You just see sort of over there. I better keep moving because of the cars. But yeah, just back there, there's we'll look on the map in a second too. There's about 5 or 6 grass fields that are sort of on the border of the basically just over the road from the biogas plant. So we're looking at maybe grabbing a couple of those. If we can get anything this side of winter, or sort of while there's still grass on them, then we'll cut that and pop it into the silage pit there. But yeah, so we're looking at that. And the grass field that we own over near the shop, we are going to turn that next year into a cornfield and cut that for the chaff silage, sort of silage harvest thing on it. And obviously any other grass contracts that we do, that we get extra bales for, those will all count as well, so that's fine. And yeah, we are basically going to go fully organic. So yeah, let me slow down and stop here quick, show you the map. Let's see. So yeah, over here, yeah, that's the biogas plant there. There's Barry sitting in his thing. So yeah, we're looking at potentially purchasing field 62, 63. Those are pretty decent ones, and they are right opposite the biogas plant there. And that's 70 grand and 44 grand, so we might get that one. We've got 2 more contracts out at the moment for field 26 over here, that's fertilising, and I think field 1 up here is also fertilising. So we'll be doing those at some point. But yeah, field 48 here, that we are going to turn into the cornfield and do like a sort of small silage harvest. There's a couple of different small scale ones I'm looking at. You just hook up on the back of a tractor and they come out to the side and silage into a trailer there. And let's see, so what else are we looking at? Potentially we may pick up field 13 at some point as well. Depends on sort of how the contracts go over winter. But yeah, so we are basically looking at going green. And into the future for next year, what we're also going to do is look at getting some pigs. Not a massive amount, but since I'm over here, we'll just run this back to the house. Yeah, what we're planning on doing is putting up a sort of pig pen facility on the corner of that field that we bought just a few episodes ago, and using that to sort of basically rear organically fed pigs, because who doesn't love a nice organic sausage roll, bit of bacon, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so that's our plan with that. And what we are going to do, because we don't have any silage storage, not silage, I keep calling it silage, digestate storage tanks or anything quite like that over here, what we are looking at doing, if I pop into the menu quick, into the shop catalogue thing and have a quick search, we have, where is it? Ah yes, the silage bag and the silage bag trailer. So basically this is like a portable silage tank. So we're looking at getting one of those, probably just a small one, nothing too large. The small one I believe is, yeah, 8,000 euros, that's not too bad, and 8,000 odd for the trailer, although we might customise the colour a bit on that. But yeah, so we are basically going to be going green in the not too distant future. So yeah, the pig farm rather, we're looking at popping over here next year at some point when this crop's harvested. We'll clear out a bit of a space just down the end here, pop in a smallish pig pen, probably about like 40 to 60 pigs, something like that, and then we are going to rear them completely organically. So yeah, the plan is, obviously this field was done with regular fertilizer. I believe, yeah, we did that with regular, like, liquid fertilizer, so we can't use any of this to feed them, but I don't think the pigs take rye. They might, but I don't think they do. But yeah, if we buy this field, obviously we can't use this either because we don't know what Carol used to fertilise this, if anything. But yeah, so let's just hop back in this and park that. But yeah, so the whole plan with that is we'll oops, I'm driving on their field because I can't see where it is with the snow. Yeah, so yeah, so we'll be doing that. We've got a few odds and ends to pick up again back from the baling contract that we did. Just bring everything back over here and stash it. Did this actually go in here? I can't remember if we actually... No, we didn't leave this in here, did we? It was the baler and the wrappers and stuff that went in there. This thing goes out here. But yeah, so as part of this whole sort of expansion and future planning, we are looking at picking up some equipment. Obviously, there is a tractor that we found in the local newspaper that is up for sale. It's a used RajotGPLAY. It's slightly older, I think, than the one we have now. I want to say it's like a 1240, something like that. But it's a slightly bigger tractor, because this one, it's been a good tractor for us, but it's had a few sort of minor issues with things. And you know, while it's a good sort of yard tractor, I think potentially it's about time that we look into getting something a little bit bigger, a little bit more horsepower. So we're looking at this other one that's, I think it's around 120 horsepower, something like that. I'm just switching these over here. Yeah, so I want to say it's about 120 odd horsepower, but it can go up to 160. So we'll get that sent over to the shop here and pick it up shortly. Right now I'm just going to run down and meet Alexander back at the field, and we'll collect all the equipment and bring that back to the farm, and then I shall see you down at the shop in a little while when we pick up the new tractor. Okay, now while I'm heading down to the shop, we just popped over to the Alexander cam to see what he's up to, and he is on his way down to the BGA here to pick up the Goma front tank for us. He's in the Unitrack there, and it's got the attachment on the back there you can see for the digestate, the little dribble bar thing that Felcorp sent over for us a little while ago. So yeah, he's just down here to pick up that front tank, which should be good, and we may... I'm not sure if we're going to actually pick it up, fill it up yet. Make sure there's nothing else to attach. There we go. Raise that. Yeah, see, it's got a nice pipe under there that connects to everything, and that should be great with this. That should increase our capacity a fair bit, probably close to doubling it. I think this little tank on the back is only about 3,000 or 4,000 litre itself, so that should work out pretty good. But yeah, since we're not actually ready, I don't think we'll fill it up yet, but we'll just check here. Yeah, we've got just under 160,000 litres of digestate there, so that is handy. So yeah, Alexander is back off up to the farm with this, just to put it away quick. And the weather's not looking too pretty at the moment. We've only, once we hit the road here, I shall bring up the weather report. We've got snow and rain and snow later today, which is not the best. Yeah, I was kind of hoping we might get another cut on the grass field that we've got, and the other one we planted, if it grows an extra little bit. But looking at this weather, I don't know if that's going to work. But we shall see. So anyway, yeah, Alexandra is driving back, and I should be arriving at the store fairly shortly. Alright, the shop called to say that they've got everything all sorted out for us with the new tractor. As you can see, the money's gone down, and they parked it just around here for us in the little shed out of the rain. But it's all fully serviced up and ready to go, and here she is. It's a new to us Ursus 1224. It's still technically a small tractor, so it's not that much bigger than the one we've got currently, but it is four-wheel drive. And it didn't actually come as standard with a front 3-point link there, so we've got an aftermarket one that we had to buy extra and the shop fitted for us, which is good. But yeah, there she is. That's not a bad little tractor either. So, what we are going to do now, I think, is hop in this, start her up. Oh, nice little purr to her. Okay, and one of the other things we are going to do quick now is, obviously because winter's coming, there's not going to be a whole lot of field work to do. So, excuse me while I hit the curb there. We're going to head off down here to a new field which we're looking at purchasing. Or, well, it's not specifically a field, so much as it is a plot of land to do some forestry on. Now, originally, the local council people, the same ones that we talked to about the sort of housing project that we helped out with there, they got in touch with us to see if we wanted to help them out with a little bit of sort of tree maintenance. And when we get up to the area here, you'll see what I mean. But basically, what they had asked us to do was to come in and cut down a few trees to clear out the space for where they've got some power lines, because they'd grown up and were kind of encroaching on the area and making it a little bit difficult with the power lines and everything. So we're just coming up to it here now. So let's just pull off to the side up here, I think. Yeah, just here now. It's on the left. See if we can see it from here. So yeah, there's these trees off to our left there. It's this little area. So if I bring up the map here to show you, just down here, there's this little area here right next to where we're parked, and it's kind of between two sort of little house areas. But basically, if I hop out the tractor quick, make sure there's nothing coming across the road, you can see here these trees are getting all in the way of the power lines. So what they'd originally wanted us to do, if I sort of hop over the fence there, yeah, these trees have really kind of grown up a bit. It's sort of a bit of a scrubland, sort of not wasteland exactly, but just wooded area. And yeah, you can see like here, they're grown way too close to the power lines now, and that's going to cause a lot of problems. So originally, the city council had given us a call to see if we would sort of loan them our services once again, just clear out a little bit of this to make some space for them. And yes, we came down before and had a look at the piece of land. It's actually not a bad little plot of land. Now, obviously there's not much we can really use it for besides maybe turning into a field, but since it's currently sort of got trees on it, what I'm thinking we can do with this land is, if we purchase this land, take out all these trees over the course of the winter, or maybe not necessarily all of them, but certainly some of them, like these ones, these sort of more twiggy, scrubby ones, maybe some of the smaller ones, sort of maybe clear a path up the middle here, and actually put in some more sort of ornamental trees, maybe turn it into a little bit of a sort of small parkland area for just for the locals to sort of come and visit and enjoy, maybe set a few park benches out, something like that. Just generally making it like a nice sort of community area. So yeah, and obviously, you know, we take out the trees that are going to interfere with the power lines and stuff as well, because, you know, everyone needs power. Looks like that one's on the other side, but we might be able to get that too. And it might even be a case too of not necessarily cutting the trees down, but maybe just trimming some of the branches back where they're a little bit close. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. We may have to borrow a telehandler or something with a cage on the top of it that we can get up in and just trim some of these branches. But we'll see about that a little later on. But if I can find my way back out of here, I think there is actually an entrance down at the bottom. Let's just run down here quick and have a look. It should be. See, what I should have done was come over and come in here. Yeah, here it is. So it's not the biggest of entrances, so yeah, we'd maybe sort of landscape this just a little bit. Maybe put a little path down somewhere along the side here, or yeah, because this is their sort of housing property by the look of it. So we may even just fill that gap in the fence and make another space somewhere in the wall, in the fence along the side there, just to keep the property separate, so they don't have people walking sort of right up the side of their house and everything. But yeah, so that's a bit of a plan for winter. So let's go ahead and purchase this piece of land now, since we have the money. And let's see, buy that. It's 46 grand, and we have 49, I believe. So yeah, so now we've got that, and that actually gives us these two houses as well. So yeah, what we might even do is rather than keep using the container, we could even come down and make this this area our new home if we felt the need to. So that's good to know. Or we could maybe rent it out, even get some property income. That'd be nice. But yeah, let's run back to the tractor here, and what we've got next to do is let's see, we've still got a couple of those contracts on. So if we head back to the farm now and pick up, we can actually give this tractor a bit of a run out, I think. We'll get the fertilising equipment and maybe run over to, let's see, field 1 or field 26, I think, are the two contracts we've got. So yeah, we'll head out and get started on one of those. So I shall see you all again in a little while. Alright, here we are down at field 26 now. Now we did get in touch with the contract provider just to make sure they wanted us to do this now, because obviously, being that it's raining, you wouldn't normally be out fertilising in the rain. But given the not so great weather forecast, they want us to at least put something down, because they don't have a lot of chance to do anything else at the moment. So they want us to do this now in the rain. Same goes for field 1 over there. So Yannick is about to get started over there while we get started over here. And yeah, so we should carry on with this and have a little bit of a musical montage, I think, or some sort of. Let me put the map up so we can see what we're doing. There we go. Yeah, some sort of musical montage or time-lapse or other thing to just pass a little bit of time while we do this. And yeah, we shall see you all in a little bit at the end of this, once we've got these two contracts finished, and then see where we are as we progress. Now obviously, that just reminded me, we are using just the standard liquid fertiliser here on this contract, on this field, because this isn't ours. Like I was saying earlier, we are going green, but the rest of the farmers around here, they're not especially concerned with going green specifically. Obviously with precision farming, they've been sort of keeping note on what we've been doing too, so they're pretty sort of interested in that. So they're not too worried about this sort of aspect of using the liquid fertiliser. Because obviously we're only putting on the minimum, well not the minimum, but you know the sort of Goldilocks amount, as it were. So it's not going to be too much or too little. But yeah, so they're cool with that. But obviously we're going to try and take the green approach on our field specifically in the future. So obviously we've got like 160,000 litres of digestate already waiting for us, and with the new and improved contract arrangements with the BGA, that's going to make things, you know, a whole lot more interesting come next year. And I'm hoping too that might even do us a bit of a favour with the banks, because, or if not the banks specifically, then you know, sort of maybe financiers or cut us some sort of governmental tax break even as a green farm. Who knows? We may be able to you know, sort of squeeze a little bit of extra time out of the banks so we can get some stuff set up for, like, sort of between now and the beginning of next year, before they start pushing us with deadlines again. So maybe that'll work. We'll have a chat with them later on to see. But yeah, for now we shall carry on with this, and we shall catch up again in a little bit when we are finished. Both got finished with their contracts now, which is a good thing. So what we are going to do is head back to the farm for now. There's not going to be a great deal we can do for the rest of the day with this rain. However, once we get, well, let's just pull over here quick since we're not on like the main road, then we'll cash out those two contracts that we just completed here. So we got field 1 for 6.5 grand. And field 26 for 10 grand, well, almost 11. So that should have us up to a nice chunk of change there. Yeah, back up to almost 20 grand. Lovely. So yeah, what we're going to do now, I think, is just have a check on some of these fertilising contracts, see if there's anything worth picking up. Oh, here we go, 141 and 142. Let's grab those, and obviously we're not going to do them right now because of the weather. It's going to be pretty crappy for the rest of the day today, and I think tomorrow is not looking as bad. Depending on the light and the how the snow's doing tomorrow, Thursday, that will be day 6 late autumn. Yeah, we'll either get those contracts done probably off camera, I think, or maybe you know, if this snow sort of gets washed out, as it kind of looks like it is in some places, then we'll get on with some grass cutting, and that we will do. That'll be like the next episode, most likely. It depends a lot, of course, on how the weather treats us, because you know, if it's going to be this sort of drizzly, rainy, snowy end of ooh, I got stuck in a tree. that's not supposed to happen, that was a low-hanging branch. I got my booms caught. Oh, up a little bit high though. I guess that's just the way it... No, it shouldn't pack it away that high. That's odd. Well, let's get them lowered back down again. Maybe I set them up high or something. Not entirely sure. I don't remember them being that high. Okay, let's pop them way, way, way back down to the bottom. And fold it up again. Okay. Weird. Yeah, there you go. Well, luckily nothing snapped off, so that's always good. But, yeah, so... I mean, these fields look like they're sort of clearing up a bit, so hopefully this rain will wash the snow away and we won't get too much more overnight. But, yeah, the sun is starting to go down early. I mean, it is autumn, but you can see there. It's actually not a bad picture, that. Maybe we'll get that as a... get that for the thumbnail, I think. Okay, we got a little bit of a screenshot out of that. So yeah, let's head back up to the farm and yeah, we'll pick up a few contracts to do depending on how the rain treats us, and if it clears up we've got that field back there that we can go ahead and get mowed if this snow sort of drains off pretty quick. Obviously we're not going to worry too much about the stuff drying because we'll just plonk it straight in the old bunker silo. Give it a bit of a cut and a thing there, but for now let's see if we can back this up into the shed behind the, or next to the unitrack there without hitting anything. There we go. Yeah, so on this sort of miserable rainy afternoon bombshell? It's not really a bombshell. But yeah, on this rainy day I shall bid you all adieu for now, so if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then please give us a like and hit that subscribe button to see more. And comments are always welcomed, and sharing this video would be greatly appreciated. So with that, thank you all very much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Cheerio.